continuing on with Khazan the First Berserker. The first thing that we're going to do is go back to the Ember's Ruin. There was something that I missed, so we're going to go back and get that. And then we'll run on over quickly to the Nexus that was already popped.
Energy from the netherworld. We must find this.
Okay. Don't want that. This is also going to be useful just for leveling up a little bit. So I will show you that I did that. It did, yeah. It got him. Okay, cool. I was mildly worried there that I just completely missed. Okay. Oh shit. Ooh. Let's get all of these. Oh shit, yep. Go about that. Yeah, so just don't forget to take out these enemies completely. Like I just did there. Okay, so that was the only thing that was missed. But as I say, it's not bad to go ahead and clean everything up. Ignore Mr. Big over there. Come straight through. Now you're probably wondering why I didn't just go back on myself from this area. Reason being, so I went back to a previous farm spot, which is in one of the prior levels, and it locks out any shortcuts that you get, so you have to go back and unlock them again, which is a little bit annoying, if I'm honest, but you know, it's whatever. It's just game mechanics. Sound like I said gay. I did not say gay. Gamer. So this is a weapon that I'm using. I'll just quickly get rid of that because it will annoy me. And with the skill tree, so I took everything out of the dual weapon. Bar some guard stuff over here. Yeah, I'm going to take out guard stuff. So, one. Guard. There we go. So, you'll be able to see that I haven't unlocked anything that is level 18. That's because, despite being at level... What level are we at now? 34, allegedly. We're actually not. Which means that, you know, this area is recommended at level 18. It's not really explaining whether that means level 18 for your character or for your skills. But yeah, these are my stats at the minute. I started to put a little bit more into proficiency. My willpower is actually at 30. Not sure why it says 35. And my endurance and strength are at 10. Vitality is actually at 13, so it's added 5 to each one for some reason. But these are my stats at the minute. So So we're going to be continuing on with the next part, and we will close up at the next nexus. Okay, so let's get on with it. So the reason that I swapped to the spear is just because it's a little bit better for crowd control, and as you can see from these enemies here, we've got some big janky looking motherfuckers. I mean, they look like fucking spire on crack, to be honest.
There we've trouble. It looks like they were trying to summon something into that corpse. Necromancy. Was that what was happening here?
Take that guy out real quick. No problem. Just have a look around here quickly, and then
Hey, lift your head.
there's someone up there. Okay. So I'm not in the mood for this. So this javelin and the javelin shots are going to be your best friend. You are... Really? That just threw me off a little bit there. Okay, so those enemies, they're going to die pretty easily with the javelin shots. Use them. But I would say only use them on the larger enemies. And when attacking enemies, just be mindful about whether there's crowd control or not needed. So wait for the red dot, and done. And that's how you get the moon stance. So it's just taking things out nice and easy. It's also probably a good idea in between each level, each episode rather, to maybe just go on ahead and get your shots up as much as possible. It's going to really help. Piece of candy. Is that an archer? That's a fucking archer. Okay. So drop down here. Be super careful. Before I go and speak to that guy. And get this shiny. So this is your healing item. That's going to let you heal just a little bit extra. And to be honest, there's been times where that would have been really useful.
I didn't know he'd do that to her, I swear.
So we've got this NPC, exhaust his dialogue. This is a Souls-like, you know the rules.
Just look straight ahead. But peace can be found when you look up instead. Wait, your eyes see a thief, but I promise, I'm not. I'm just a poet. Let your eyes and ears deceive you not. Might I suggest placing your weapon by your side, and we can talk about whatever you'd like. What you see is what you get. I could be a grave robber, a beggar, or even a merchant. But deep down, I'm a bard, through and through. Icing tales found in every corner of the world, old and new. I'm here because I had a question for one of the foes lurking around. But it seems he met his end, for he is nowhere to be found. Bandits stormed in, fearless and bold, but a dragonkin leader took them down, truly a sight to behold. Language of the dragonkin is not one I know, but I heard them say, Hismar the Berserker dragon, the continent's one common foe. What was I up to, you inquire? Now that's an interesting answer to desire. You wouldn't believe what safety reveals. The moment which inspired this new poem that details all that I feel.
Okay, one more.
I've wandered this land for years on end, gathering inspirational and thought-provoking knickknacks that twist and bend. When you're out and about, and there are some oddities you'll find, these bits and bobs are items that I collected, of the curious kind. They might not be of great use to me, yet they could be exactly what you need to see. But take a peek at what I've got. You might find something, or maybe not.
Okay, so this is a merchant. So what have you got for me, buddy? Okay, poison cleanse, plague cleanse, assassin's elixir. I don't really use that at all, to be honest. I haven't really been using those. Reset your stats. I'm not really going to be using those, to be honest. Water essence. That might be useful. I mean, we don't need to be skimpy on the old coinery. If you have a look, I've been adequately farming. There isn't really anything that he's selling that's like majorly important. Okay, so close up his dialogue and we'll continue on. Okay, so once you finish talking to him, come round. If you haven't already picked it up, pick up the orb, come round, and just because I've got a few lacrima, I'm just going to quickly run back. And just level up. I mean, I don't really like odd numbers, so that suits me. So we'll be getting proficiency up to 25 before we start thinking about what we want to do next. This would also be really, really good to re-kill some of these enemies. So, same as before, sneak up on him, wait for the circle. Crowd control, done. Nice and quick, no problem at all. And we don't need to go over there. We've already killed those enemies. Come here. Now there are some enemies up the stairs and there are bigger enemies that you're probably not going to want to deal with, if I'm honest. Come down here. Is there a... Yep. take him out nice and quick. Turn around, just make sure there's nothing behind me. I don't like rooms like this. That's why I don't like rooms like this. Come back up. So these enemies in this area are quite weak to water, but we're going to try and just get the attention. Okay. I mean, this guy isn't too bad. Don't want is for that guy to start coming down. You can kind of just about see him. Are you? Is he coming? And this is a heavier enemy, so he's gonna have a bit more to him. So don't forget, block. The only way that you can stagger these guys is to do a heavy. They're not too bad once you've leveled up the area. So come up here. That can't be opened. If you can try and bottleneck these enemies, you're going to make your life so much easier. Pick up that. Activate the lift. Don't actually need to do that, I just like to do it. So, trigger, get off the lift, wait for it to come down, and then drop.
Can you feel it? Of course not. You're just a mortal. But it's down here. Energy from the netherworld. We need to find the source. Stop more of it escaping.
I'm starting to find that a couple of games are doing this thing where your main character doesn't really talk. Kind of like with the Jack and Daxter games from, you know, way back. Right, so this is going to conclude this episode for now. So, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and we shall see you next time.
What an unpleasant surprise.
I'll see you next time.